rAVe Radio. With rants and raves, you'll be okay. And today is your lucky day. It is rants and raves with Gary K.
Hey everyone, this is Gary K, and welcome to a new edition of my Rants and Raves video cast. And as you can see from the screen, we're going to talk to Melody Craigmile of Exertis Almo. And the E4 Experience is the flagship regional event, and it's coming up starting next week. But one really cool thing y'all did this year, Melody, is you went ahead and announced the entire year's dates and went ahead and opened up registration so that anyone, no matter where they're located in the country, has a chance to register for an E4 this year.
Yeah, we did, Gary. We wanted people to be able to mark it on their calendars and plan, because we've got, obviously Dallas next week on the 7th. We've got Santa Clara, California in April. Our New York, New Jersey location in September. And brand new, we are going to be going to Phoenix, Arizona this year in October. So I'm really excited about bringing in a new geography for the tour this year.
Yeah, you've always done a really good job of sort of bouncing every other year to each of the major areas that the E4 Experience has gone to over the last 13 or 14 years. But to add Phoenix is exciting, because obviously people from Southern California actually like going to Phoenix a lot because of the weather and the golf and all the other stuff. So I think you're going to be fine with that as well. And of course, as you said, next week we've got Dallas. We'll talk about the other dates in just a second. But one of the things that I'm excited about is I love doing the live show floor tours, which I'm going to do, and that's limited availability. So if you want to register for that, just go to e4experience.com and go ahead and register. I'm going to be doing an all new keynote, which I'll tell you about in just a second. And I'm going to be doing a session on sort of like what's the latest and what, how Microsoft Teams, specifically the front row feature and the new updates to Teams, are really driving a lot of the business in our industry. And a lot of the vendors are going to be there that are supporting all these different Teams applications, Melody, just like usual, you have your show floor.
Yeah, we've got a lot of excitement around that technology and UCC in general, but I think it's really driving from an end user standpoint. They're kind of driving what's going on with this, and it's going to be very important for integrators to understand what the needs are, how it solves problems, what their end users can experience. And so I'm really glad that we're marrying up this class with what's going to be going on in the exhibit hall and kind of bring it full circle.
Yeah, and actually, one of the cool things I'm going to do is I'm going to give you specific examples that you'll be able to go see on the show floor if you take that session. It's the MTR Rooms Effect session that you can register for. If you go to e4experience.com, click on any of the registration buttons, depending on which location you're located at. But as I mentioned, I'm going to do an all new keynote. It's very specific. This is probably the most narrow topic I've ever done. And it was a lot of fun to put together. I'm very excited about this one. And it's 8 cool new products and 5 new technologies that will change the AV industry forever. And some of them are kind of obvious, Melody. I think everyone knows that AV over IP is going to change the industry forever. But a lot of people are going to be surprised with some of my things that I'm talking about. And one of them is related to Microsoft Teams Rooms and sort of what's going on there. But I'm excited about that session. I think it's going to be a great start of the day. I think it's going to be my best keynote. I'm really going to say this up front. I really think it's definitely one of the most fun I have had putting together. So I'm excited to see how it's received.
Yeah, and I think people will really get a lot out of this, especially, you obviously went to ISE in Barcelona, and, you were kind of fact finding and going around and looking at what's going on, pre-InfoComm. I think that's really exciting for you to be able to bring that knowledge and information back here so that people can start looking at this, in June. It's just kind of like a preview a little bit for people who are wanting to know what, if I'm going to go to the InfoComm show, what should I be looking for? Who should I be looking at? Who are the trendsetters? And I think that's going to be a really great keynote.
And it covers all elements of the industry. I'm covering audio, I'm covering video, I'm covering future technology, and I'm also covering control, a new way that I think control is going to be handled in the future. But So we have all these educational sessions. You have the ability to earn a bunch of Avixa CTS-RUs, as we've always had. Those are given if you come to any of the educational sessions. But we're also, and I should also mention that, I'm not the only one presenting at Tom Stinson. You got Tom Kerr there as well. And there, you're going to have a lot of brands actually presenting in their own booths. So you're going to have some really cool active booths this year. And by the way, you're going to see a bunch of new technology that was only shown at ISE. The first place it'll be shown outside of ISE is actually going to be on the show floor in Dallas next week. And I know a lot of that stuff came straight from Barcelona, Melody.
Yeah. So our exhibitors have, they work really hard to get the latest and the greatest at E4. Like I was saying, kind of a preview of bigger things to come at InfoComm this year. But yeah, we're delighted to have, obviously, Tom Cares on our staff. He's refreshed a couple of his most popular classes to bring them more relevant to today. And of course, Tom Stimson, just a legend in the industry, really focused on that business building element of it. Not so much as technical, but what's happening in the market. How do you adjust your business model for what's going on? So really excited to have him back on the tour as well.
And the venue has moved. It's a little bit more convenient. Although I love being downtown, the Westin Galleria is kind of near where I used to live when I lived in Dallas years and years ago. It's easy to get to from Dallas, Fort Worth, or any of those areas. It's north of town, so you don't have to deal with any traffic. And then we go to Santa Clara on April 25th, Teaneck, New Jersey on September 20th, and Phoenix, Arizona, exciting, on October 18th. Melody, first off, thanks to you and your team for putting together such an amazing event. It's true. I mean, everyone says you're the premier regional event. You sort of kind of started the whole trend of all these regional events. Now it's, of course, Exertis Almo. And the easiest way to find out more about it is just go to e4experience.com, e4experience.com. Of course, you can click on the links if you're watching this online in any of the social places. Melody, did I miss anything? I'm excited to be going. I'm flying out there early to make sure I get there.
Yeah. Well, I think the one thing that we've been talking about for a while now, I just want to remind integrators that, bring your key end users to the show, because this can be your showroom for the day. And what better way to showcase, to your end users through my partnership with Exertis Almo. Here are all the solutions that I can offer. And the savvy integrators are bringing in users and showing them that LED wall, or showing them that, that sound bar, or whatever it might be, and they're closing business. It just, when they see it demoed live, a light bulb comes on. So I would like integrators to think about it less than just like a show, but also as a business proposition for them to come and really showcase their partnership and help to close some business or plant the seeds for a new project.
Yeah, and you will see, a little bit of every bit of the technology that's out there. And you're right. This is a great opportunity for integrators in the area to bring their end users and actually get to see the product in operation, especially the new technologies, because you're going to have everything from micro LED all the way through traditional LED. You're going to have some, as you mentioned, speaker bar technology that also incorporates microarrays and new digital signal processing. And we're actually going to, at the show floor, one of the first products that actually has an Android-based Microsoft Teams Room solution built into it. So you don't actually have to have a computer in the room anymore to actually run Teams and Zoom from the device. So that's exciting. That'll be on the show floor as well. Without mentioning names, there'll be two brands that'll have that on the show floor. So I'm excited about that. And of course, all of this is at e4experience.com. Come early. Breakfast is included. Lunch is included. And my keynote starts at 9 a.m. So definitely be there bright and early, and there's no reason not to be there because beautiful weather and no traffic. So e4experience.com. Melody, thank you very much for coming on today.
All right. Thanks for having me on the show, Gary.
Thank you, everyone. And look forward to seeing you. And don't forget, if you're not in the Dallas area, we're going to be in California on April 25th in Santa Clara. We're going to be in Teaneck, New Jersey on September 20th. And then we're going to be in Phoenix on October 18th. So make sure you stop in one of those 4 locations. Everyone, thanks for watching. Have a great day.
rAVe Radio with Rants and rAVe.